So all of these girls is me. It's all one person. This is the most recent one that I did, and I just kind of wanted to show you guys how I did some of it. These are all individual pictures, and how I did it, it was just all in my living room, and I was literally sitting on the floor. I have these pieces of tape on here just to tell me where I need to sit, how I need to be posed, and just telling me like where I need to mark things at whenever I was over here in Photoshop. Well, the bowl's not even yellow for real. I had to darken it. I had to put a little yellow color on there. I had to make it black and white as well, but it's really purple. There's not even a phone inside of this phone case. That's why I had to kind of Photoshop this part and make it look like it wasn't cut out right there, because that's where you would see the camera at. But the phone, I had to use it to be able to see the camera so I could see how all these photos will look. I even went through and I made the background look like there was nothing on the floor and nothing in the background. This is not even a skirt. It's really just a flannel shirt, and it was red and white. But I didn't have a skirt that looked like this. So you can see I had to kind of darken it to make it look darker. I even went through, had to make it black and white. So that's actually how it looks. So I just got a flannel shirt, tied it around my waist, and I just put it at a certain angle to make it look like a skirt. All of this, these sweaters, it's not even red. It has my college on it and it's pink. So I had to make it go from being pink to being red. And I had to also remove the text on it. So that kind of took me a little minute. So you can see some of these marks. I had to I had a run in my stockings as well. There was like a hole in my stockings, so I had to try to fill that in. But really all of these, they're just layered. Right here, if I lower the opacity, you can see where the tape was. It was telling me where I needed to sit at. So I try to leave a good amount of room for error. And this is what helped me to know how I needed to pose. Like you can see where the bowl is, so I would know where to put my hand at. You can see I wanted to look like they were sitting right next to each other. Now the popcorn inside of here is actually real, but I had to try to make it look like the popcorn was actually covering my hand from this girl. So I had to try to get some pieces of the popcorn. I tried to move it up and put it around my hand, because otherwise then it would just look like my hand was just sitting on top of it like that, right? But you want to make it look like the hand is actually in the popcorn, like you're actually digging inside of it. So I thought that part was pretty cool. It's not as easy as just layering that one on top of it. I had to also make it look like that there were some shadows on here. So if you look right here on top of this sweater, that's where the shadow would be at. So if I was to bring the girl back, it looks like she's actually in front of her, right? So you see some shadows down here, there's some over there. It's something really subtle, but you definitely notice when you go and look back here. So it's gonna make you be like, dang, it looks like they're sitting right up on each other because of where the shadows go. I probably should have added some more in between here, but that's pretty much all it is. I didn't really go like super hard on it because again, it was just a social media post. But yeah, that's how I did it.